No Clarence. No Clarence. No Clarence.
Cake. 500 million, I got a pound cake. Niggas is frontin', that's upside down cake. Get them a red nose, they clown cakes. The great words of Jay-Z. Welcome to the No Clarence podcast. We are here today discussing Nothing Was the Same. And I'm here with, first of all, we have a special guest in the building today. Yo, we got the host of the Nice to Meet You podcast. There's Simone. Simone, how you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all doing? How's your day going? How's Tuesday?
You know, it's cold. It was cold today, yo.
Oh my God. I was walking my dog earlier. I was like, I don't know if I can do this all winter.
Damn. Well, it was a beautiful day out here today. It was like 60.
And that voice you heard is the legend himself, Jalen West. Well, it was 60,
Can you
bro.
put my whole government out there, man?
I put it out last week.
You said Jalen West last week?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be telling people my last name. The West name is in trouble right now. You gotta keep it on the low.
How's it in trouble if you a West?
He's damn Kanye, man. He's trying to make my name look bad. You gotta keep it quiet for a little bit.
But that means you gotta be better than Kanye. That means you gotta.
My family's better than Kanye, but we gotta keep it on the low. We gotta keep it hush for a minute. Don't be putting my government out there.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
But yeah, it was 60 degrees today. It was warm as hell.
That's so opposite, bro.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. This fall has been really. It was like 70 like last week.
Oh yeah, last week was alarmingly nice. Alarmingly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I tried to play some golf, man. I suck. I gotta get over the fact that I suck at golf, but I love it, so it's so weird.
Okay, so what's the appeal behind playing golf?
So it's for one, it's a very easy workout. Like you really don't when you're doing it, it's fun, but like afterwards, you really do feel it in your core. Like you get really sore, but also there's like just a certain feeling when you're able to hit the ball and it like just flies. Like there's just a certain feeling you get, like almost like hitting the crap out of somebody in football. I get almost the same feeling when I smack the golf ball and it goes straight and it just flies up in the air like it's crazy. Adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes me want to play golf more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you do it right and it goes, it's really. Now it's very frustrating when I like lose 2 balls in a row on the golf course. Like I've had 2 balls in a row went straight into a pond. Like I couldn't believe it. I
just think that like playing football is pretty scary to me, honestly. I don't think I can handle it. Like I think both of you guys both played football together, right?
Yeah. It's scary. It is scary. No, you have your moments when they're like terrified, especially when you first start playing. Big dudes, and you're like when you're still a child, someone's bigger than you. You're like, damn, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt probably, and then it doesn't hurt, and then that's how you get over it. But
yeah, that first hit can really change the child's life. So if the first hit is like, oh, this ain't bad, he gonna keep playing. But I know some kids is like, I know some people I play with, that first hit, you ain't see him the next practice.
Yeah, it took them out. It took them out.
I don't know if I could even like let my kid play football. I'd be like, no, you're not touching my baby like that.
Oh, that's how my mom's was. Yeah, but my pops was like, he's going to play. But Simone, you played soccer, didn't you play
that
soccer?
That is supposed to be like a light. Well, okay, so lacrosse is supposed to be a no contact sport for women, at least. And then for soccer, it's like a minimal contact sport. Like you're not really supposed to tackle people. It happens. Like you're supposed to be rough, but
I've seen some women's soccer games that were rough or physical. Y'all be elbowing each other, headbutting each other by accident, kicking each other in the shins. That's a physical sport.
But I mean, like, it's not like the point of it isn't being physical. It's like strategy. Like, that's the thing about like soccer. And like, honestly, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear the dog?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Do
it's
you want
kinda
let
funny.
me?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. She's full of energy right now. But like, I feel like women's lacrosse especially is more of a strategy sport than a strength sport. And it made me realize that a lot of women's sports deal more with strategy than they do with strength. Like strength is important in like football and stuff like that. You can get around like being strategic, but in women's sports, it really does have to rely more on strategy.
That is very true. I do respect women's sports, especially, strategy and skill wise. Especially, my wife played basketball, and back in college, we was big supporters of the women's basketball team. And
It was at every game.
Every game. It was just us two.
It was always just us two by ourselves.
Well, like you really appreciate like the skill that, they need in order to, get separation and stuff. Like the men's games is just like, just go super fast to the hole. Like they really don't rely on, the technique that much. So I definitely feel you on that. But football, the thing about football is like, yes, you have to be strong, but that's more for like injury prevention. Like you need technique. You have to have technique and skill to play 90% of positions. To you receivers out there, I'm gonna just let y'all know, like you really don't need nothing to play receiver. Y'all trash. Half of them just gotta run. Half of them just need speed, run and go route. Sorry.
Just run straight. Essentially,
you need to know how to catch at least, right? That's what they do, right?
Yeah, that's the easy part.
Half of them don't even catch the ball with their hands, like. Oh
God!
And I only say this because I played corner, I played defense, so I talk a lot of trash. But no, receivers is probably the least skillful position on the field.
But aren't those the one that like they get all the credit, don't they?
They do. They do.
Shot.
But in order to win in football, you need like offensive line and your defensive line. Those positions right there, you have to be good right there in order to be like somewhat successful. So, but thank you. And that is what you probably hear on Simone's podcast, like a conversation like that. I like your podcast. I like the way you just like the way you just like get into the conversation. It's really impressive. Like, cause I am like, we kind of need music to like start the convo, right? But when listening to your podcast, you could just like talk to them. You really like listen to what they're saying. It can just like flow from there. So it's very impressive.
Yeah, years of practice at happy hour. But my friend told me this story about me being at a party in college where like I was telling her, like, she's like, how do you just talk to people? And like, how do you just like have this, like, I don't know, how do you get people to talk to you and like be so interested in meeting you and everything? It's like, you literally just ask them a question about what they just said, ask them a question about themselves, get them talking about themselves, because people love to talk about themselves. They don't love to say that they love to talk about themselves, but they do love to talk about themselves. So, it's easy once like you make the subject them and then you relate that to you, and then that's a conversation right there.
That's dope. Yeah, it's definitely a skill. Like, I won't say I'm jealous, but people that could just like talk to people they don't know, I envy very much, very much. So shout out to you. So to our listeners, today, man, we're discussing "Nothing Was the Same" by Drake. Jay, I think I picked this album, right?
Sorry, my camera was acting up, but yeah, I think you did. No, I picked it.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say you picked it.
One of us picked it, but I'll explain. Hey, and Simone, she did pick. We gave her the schedule. Simone picked the album too. So, actually, Simone. First of all, I'm assuming you're a Drake fan, but
I don't know. I'm
what's
like,
your opinion?
you can't not be a Drake fan. Like, he just makes music that people listen to, really. Honestly, that sounds good. Can't avoid it. I'm not as into Drake as I used to be. I feel like Nothing Was the Same is probably the last album by Drake that I was really like into and excited by and really do like play back still. And stuff before that, I also like, you know, dabble in that. But honestly, I'm not that into him as much anymore.
That
Go ahead, Jay.
that makes sense because I'm thinking about it myself, and I was like, his next album, Views, wasn't that great. It was okay. Like, it was good, but I was like, it wasn't as good as the last one. It had a couple songs on there, but that makes I never thought about that. I didn't start thinking about that. You just said that. Like, he isn't as like, I haven't been excited for a Drake album, like real excited, since like Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah. Nothing
Is
was the same.
it safe to say Nothing Was the Same as his best?
I don't want to go there. I'm not a music expert or anything. Don't, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'll save that for y'all. But is it my favorite? Yeah. I think it's my favorite Drake album.
I believe it is my favorite album as well. I think it's like, I think it's his best album. There's gonna be a lot of haters that say Take Care, but I'll tell my reasons why in a second. Jay, what do you think
Of his best album?
Yes.
I think that Mixtape After was his best.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, I think that was his best. He had a lot of good songs. I still listen to that today. I think that was his best album.
I actually have heard that from people. I've heard that from some people.
Like, Nothing Was the Same it was good. Take Care, like you said, after we had our conversation, you're right. It is overrated. But I think If You're Reading This, It's Too Late was his best. But that's the one that was played with like ghostwriting rumors and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I guess Nothing Was the Same was his best.
There are a lot of people that like to say Take Care was the best album, and I really believe that is due to nostalgia. I'm sure Take Care probably takes people back to a certain time and place, but objectively speaking, I don't think there's a way anybody can say Take Care was better than Nothing Was the Same.
I mean, Take Care also introduced people to a lot of people. Like, Take Care introduced people to, not introduced people to Kendrick Lamar, but like kind of put him on a bigger platform than he was before, and as well as The Weeknd. You know how people like The Weeknd?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing.
People love The Weeknd.
That's the thing. Other people, like, that album put other people on a higher, platform, but like, I don't think it wasn't Drake's best. I don't think it was Drake's best. Like, The Weeknd killed it. Cool.
Yeah.
Kendrick literally had a whole song in there. Like, Drake didn't even come in. So I'm like, okay,
you're right.
I think there's some throwaways on Take Care, and Nothing Was the Same. This man just came out snapping.
There's a throwaway on Nothing Was the Same, though.
There are a few, but there are more on Take Care. Like, there's so much more on Take Care.
It's a good
in my opinion. In my opinion.
I feel like
I think there's 5 Wow. Okay, I think that if Nothing Was the Same wasn't Drake's best album, then I feel like Take Care would have been it,
I mean, a lot of people say 1A, 1B. There's some people that say 1A, 1B, but look, to all of our listeners, let us know. What do you guys think? What is Drake's best album? And we will debate with you. I can debate about this all day because I can't see it. I can't see it. But
you convinced me last night when we talked about it. I was like, Take Care was the best one until you got in my ear last night. You was like, nah, it's overrated. And I was like, he had some good points, and I was like, you know what? I agree, it is overrated.
Yo, like, Nothing Was the Same is like his only intro where he comes out like snapping. I think Tuscan Leather is up there was one of the best intros like I've heard in a while. Like that's up there next to Dreams and Nightmares. But not next to it. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Meek. Sorry, Philly. I'm sorry. It's below. It's right below Dreams and Nightmares, bro.
I was gonna say
it was a 6-minute intro. He rapped over 3 beats on the same sample. Now I ain't never seen nothing like that. Never heard nothing like that. I don't know why I said seen like he made a music video. I've never heard nothing like that before.
Yeah,
Somebody
It
stop
was a
me.
great intro, honestly.
Yeah.
I was, like, what did he say? Like coming off that last record, I forget. I'm not gonna quote this.
Coming
right?
off
But,
the
like,
last record. I'm getting 20 million off the record just to off these records, nigga. That's a record. Yeah, I got
like
you.
it's
Simone.
very like okay, yes, thank you because I did not have that. But it's so like a lot of the songs actually on this album are so aggressive starting out. Like it's just like, oh shit, you're speaking, like yeah. But like he really did come
He
how
came
we're
hard.
supposed to.
Yes.
he came to let people know that. Was this around the time when people kept saying, like, people started saying Drake was soft?
Oh, I was. I know
Everyone
I was.
was saying
I don't know
Drake
if
was.
people like ever stopped saying like Drake was soft. Like like I don't
But,
think that
like-
there was a time where people like didn't, right?
I'm not sure.
So
I'm-
around this time, I definitely remember when he dropped the album cover, like people was like pictures of the album cover on tissue boxes. Like that was the funniest thing ever to me. Everybody was thinking this album was gonna be all. Well, some people said they cried to the album, which when I listened to it, I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either.
But like they definitely, a lot of people, especially after Marvin's Room, everybody was like, "Yo, Drake." It was a bad time for light skins. When Drake was really popping. It was a bad time.
It was never a bad time for me. I never took any of the hate. I'm gonna say what you said. He's from
It's your
Canada.
time
He's not
now.
even from America.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Drake, that's them light skinned Canadians, because all the American Canadians, we got T.I., we got Trey Songz, we got Ice Cube.
Speaking of Trey Songz, Trey Songz put Drake on.
He did.
Essentially, yeah.
He did.
It's like what that first song, like his first single ever. I don't think anyone ever knew it, but it was featuring Trey Songz. What's it called?
Oh, Successful.
No,
Oh,
it was one before that. It was one before that.
Bruh.
That's how I've heard about him. I used to watch Degrassi back in the day, and in the commercial breaks, they used to show a music video of Wheelchair Jimmy and Trey Songz. It was like Drake, and I was like, who the hell is Drake? That's Wheelchair Jimmy. And it was rapping, and it was all purple background. And that's how I found out who Drake was back in like 2007.
Simone, how'd you find out about Drake?
It was in high school, honestly. It was what was that song that he did with Lil Wayne? That was like super popular at the end of our senior year.
Was it
Headlines, maybe?
I don't, man, I don't get it, do you? What's that song?
YOLO?
That's YOLO. No, I'm thinking Headlines.
Oh, okay.
Headlines?
I think so. But no, I feel like that was like the first like Drake rap that I memorized, and I didn't have an aux cord in my car, so I had like a CD. So I had like 20 songs on the CD, and I would have those 20 songs going to and from school, and it was like the perfect amount of time there and back for the day, and yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I still have those CDs too.
I done lost all the CDs I burnt. I'm so mad. I was really mad about that, but we gotta find those. I need to go on a scavenger hunt. My parents' house. I think we scratched them anyway, though. We definitely. I played those way too loud in the car. Broke the speakers in my parents' car. It was sad. It was sad. I remember being in the weight room. The football team used to have to walk from the school to another gym. And I was in the gym, and Best I Ever Had came on.
That too. I forgot about that one.
I definitely didn't picture Drake being who he is. Like when I heard the song, I don't know why I thought about a dark-skinned dude with some dreads. I don't know why.
Shoot.
But then I saw him, I was like, Degrassi?
I never thought he was gonna be big. I heard
Right.
that first
I was
song.
like, he gonna be trash. This boy from the grassy. I ain't think
I was ashamed to listen to when I was in like 8th grade. I
very
was like,
much.
oh, I can't tell no one about this.
But
And
then
then Best I Ever Had came out. I was like, oh.
he had some hits though when he was in high school. Like one of my favorites back then was Find Your Love. Was that the one? It was kind of like a reggaeton joint. I better find your love. Boy, I ain't tried to sing that around the homies, but when when I was by myself, I'm watching the music video. I'm jamming out.
I sang that with the homies. I didn't care. That was a good song. I was singing that. I was singing that down the hallways in my school. I had a big school. And I was singing it down the hallways. People would look at me. Oh, weird. I was like, you never heard this song? This song's a hit.
This is it right here. Oh man.
Fuck, it's muted. I've never been someone that was like super like into music. I kind of listen to the music that's like on the radio and then like what people show me. And then I could listen to like the same 40, 50 songs a year. But I was telling Tyler that I listen to like probably one album a year. And that's like my like little reaching out into music land for a little bit.
Hey,
What was your album this year?
This year, have I picked an album for this year? I don't think I have. It's probably gonna be Megan's then because that's coming out. I think Friday.
yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah, that is coming out Friday. Oh wow.
Yeah, but last year was Wale, and I'd never really like listened to Wale, but it was worth it. I really appreciated it.
The Wow, That's Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got an episode on that album. Man, I love that project.
That was a good album.
That's dope. All right, well, I be trying to listen to Meg Thee Stallion. I try. It's just that she is just like super aggressive. And I know like as a man, I should be able to listen to it because I listen to dudes that are like super aggressive in almost the same way. But it's just be like, when she hit you with that I'll be like,
I love it. I love Meg Thee Stallion.
I love it too, but I was like, can I do that for 20 songs? I don't know.
You just gotta submit to her, man. You just gotta let her be dominant. Like, just give up the dominance for one. Yeah. With Megan, that's it. Like you just have to be the submissive one.
I'm happy to submit.
I'll submit. I'll come Friday, I'm gonna submit.
I'm gonna listen to her album. I love listening to her. She's so nasty.
She said, if he eat my ass, he a bottom feeder. I was like, Lord. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. I was so excited when that song came out. Like I waited up. I just told y'all I really don't listen to music. I waited up for like the release of the video, then listened to like the dirty version. And I was like, oh my God.
The music video, the clean version I thought was worse.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, because you know what WAP means, but then the clean version was wet and gushy. That's just more descriptive. It's just disgusting. Yeah. It kind of it put me off. I was like, ugh, wet and gushy. I was like, ugh, what's up?
You know what's crazy? I saw them drop that song, and initially I listened to like the first couple of seconds. I was like, here go another one of these songs. It did, but then like I said, let me play this whole thing, and I'm listening to it. I just could not get over that. Hoes in this house. Hoes. I couldn't get that out my head.
It plays rent free in my mind.
Right. I couldn't get it out my head, man.
I was driving to New Hampshire the day it came out. I was in a car full of women. And I swear I heard that song like 6 times. I played it 3, but the other 3 was everyone else. Put that on again. Oh, damn, again? All right. It was the whole weekend. The whole weekend they played that song when it came out. Good song.
And shout out to Cardi and Meg, man. They really, women need that, I guess. I don't know. But
we do.
Yeah. Is it more like self-confidence or like I just want to be free?
I don't know. I feel like it's just fun to say vulgar things. Like honestly, like think like to put it simply, like it's really fun to just say like things that are nasty, and like sex is fun too. Like so, you know.
Very true.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I love saying vulgar things. I've gotten in trouble for saying vulgar things, but I love saying vulgar things. That's why I'm like when with the City Girls, Meg, all the rest of them, Cardi, when they be going off and they be like saying what they want to say, I think it's great because it's like you never hear women speaking like that, and it's just like I feel like it opens up the floodgates for like women rappers in general. So like just making them becoming popular for what they're doing, I feel like open doors for other women rappers who like don't want to do that but just rap in general. You know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like it gives the conscious ones a chance to
Yeah,
explode too, just because you got to have the balance.
exactly.
You know, it's like Rhapsody and what's that other girl? Rhapsody.
No Name?
Nah, not no. Even though she fought Tierra Whack. I like Tierra Whack. No Name, Tierra Whack.
Like
Yeah,
I said,
cool.
I don't listen to music.
Hey, look, you know, stick with our podcast. We get you hip.
Yeah, we'll
keep
get
in
you
the loop.
hip.
Oh man! All right, Simone, we're gonna get into the section we call window shopping. Is it window shopping? No, the sales rack, because we kind of do window shopping right now. We're gonna get into the sales rack. We gonna dive into the album. So, well, Simone, you already said it. You know, you believe this album has the replay value.
Oh hell yeah! No, this is like it's a little bit too soon to say timeless, right? I don't know, like 26. I don't know what is timeless. But will I continue playing it? Yes. I also like, yeah, you know, my opinion on music is I listen to what I like.
Right. You got like a certain mood when you play this album?
I really like playing it at the gym, honestly. It's a really good gym album, especially because pretty much every song kind of like breaks down at the end and you get like a whole other half of the song. So it's really good for like splitting up your sets.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, you know, so.
Play Hold On, We're Going Home when you're going home. I think I'm out of the gym. I'm sick of this. I can't do it no more.
Right.
You know what's funny? I play this album. This album gets played like randomly during the year for me. But like I normally like to play from time when it's like late night or it's like late night I'm in the car or if it's raining. I play from time for some reason. I don't know why it fits that vibe, but I love it. I love to play that one.
Are you saying you're listening to it when you're in your feelings?
I wouldn't say I guess in my feelings, when I'm in like a reflection mode, when I'm in like when I want to like reflect on things, I'll listen to it from time. I wouldn't say I'm like, it depends on what in my feelings means.
Okay.
Like
it's a very broad statement.
Yeah, it is. It is. In my feelings, like whatever feel you got. Like you're always in your feelings if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But I think I know what you're talking about. And no.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like this isn't an in your feelings album though. Really, it's like I don't know. It is really reflective though.
Yeah, it's more. It is. I do feel like it's more reflective. Like even starting with the title. I think he's feeling like, all right, I've reached a pinnacle, and now it's seeming like ever since I got here, nothing was the same. Like everybody's changed. Like it seemed like these women done left. They ain't want to wait on me. Like you hear that like every 3 or 4 songs. Like that girl just did not want to wait on me. Like that. So.
Seriously.
One girl said he'll never be as big as Trey Songz.
Boy, was she wrong.
Right? That's so sad. Imagine you're dating someone like, you'll never be as big as Trey Songz. And it's like, damn, you have no support for me?
Okay, but then imagine being Trey Songz now. Because, like, you know, it's like, even, like, you know, now it's kind of a slight on Trey Songz. Like,
yeah, it's like,
I heard they kind of beefing a little bit. Like, they don't really talk like they used
That's
to.
so weird because Trey Songz was like on his first mixtapes. Trey Songz was on like 3 songs.
And
Successful
then Drake
was
got
a
bigger
hit.
than him.
Yeah.
Drake got bigger. That's what happened.
Probably male
He said
ego.
he got bigger. Nothing was the same.
I mean,
That's true. That's male
Like-
ego.
if I take somebody under my wing, I would hope they would do better than me. You know, so I think the whole point sometimes in life is, you know, if you're gonna help somebody, you know, don't feel no type of way if they do better. If they do better, because you help in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure Trey Songz, I don't even, because he's talked about it in some interviews. I don't think he feel no type of way, but he is like, he be like, I know I was part of that. Like, he ain't about to talk bad on me, you know. So
Not in public.
I do feel like a certain type of jealousy does come from helping someone and then they do better than you. Not like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like it
It
has
seems
to
like-
do with like your ego.
yeah,
Definitely your
definitely.
ego.
you ever felt that way, Smo?
No, I check my ego like a lot. Like, you know, it's like, and also I'm just like very about like promoting people and, you know, like really seeing people and like what they can create. And I really enjoy the fact that a lot of people are like stepping out and like trying things now.
Yeah, it is dope.
So no, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people fall into that trap.
Yeah.
It's very hard, you know. The ego is something that you need to, like, do you really need it to succeed? There's a lot of people that kind of, if you have control of it, I guess, but some people feel like they need it, but I guess there's a time and place for the ego to thrive and try to put it aside.
I feel like people with like big egos think of it as just like a form of confidence.
Yeah.
So like they're like, oh, I got this. Like they just have a big ass head. Like they love themselves. It's like a form of confidence, but I think it's just like overconfidence. That's when it becomes an issue. And then when you help someone, you're like, I'm better than them, but what they're doing better than me now. How come they're doing better than me? Literally, no, you help that person because everything you know, because you're better than them at the moment, they now have that knowledge plus what they already had themselves. So
Right.
they're gonna succeed over you no matter what.
Okay, but what if you help someone and then they start treating you differently?
Okay. Well, what do you mean like differently?
Like, is that what happened with Drake and Trey Songz?
Probably.
I mean, we don't know for sure, but like Trey Songz ain't on. I haven't heard Trey Songz on a Drake song in a long time. Like, you would think if this the guy that put you on, like, hey man, anything I can do for you? Can I hop on a song with you? Like, at least every now and then. But since So Far Gone, and So Far Gone was like,
It's so far gone.
yeah, it was way back. So that's an interesting relationship there, man.
That's weird. I
And
wonder
it's
what
weird.
happened.
It's weird because Drake been like mending his relationships. Like he had that thing with Meek, worked that out. He worked out his little problems with Tory Lanez. I think he had his problems with Chris Brown. Worked that out.
His problems with Nicki. Is he? Because like, you know, not even talking to Nicki, communication was breaking.
Yeah. But now they have play dates.
Oh yeah, with their kids.
With their kids, yeah. That's very interesting.
This is crazy. So maybe Trey Songz just don't want to deal with him then. Maybe he tried to reach out, and Trey Songz is like, nah, I'm good.
I mean, sometimes I guess if you in a spot where everything's straight, like, hey, bro, I see you from afar doing your thing. I'm not gonna talk bad on you, but I don't really need to work this out. Like, some people cool with that.
Yeah, you know, some people just don't like when other people switch up. They don't like that person they become, and it's just like there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like, oh, that's not the type of person I want to be associated with.
Mm. Well, look,
there's plenty of people like that. Like you see people like they're perfectly nice people, but it's like I don't need all that in my.
Yeah. If I could be associated with Drake, though.
I don't want to be associated with Drake. I just want to go to that.
That's what I'm trying to go to the crib. Yeah. I'm trying to do the Tootsie slide in that.
Whatever he want. There's a whole It's like a damn museum. Like you could just go to one end and you could probably not see him for days.
His house is in the Architecture Digest. That thing crazy.
Wow, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh
It's
my
like-
goodness.
It's
It's a
huge.
compound.
It's too much for one person.
Yeah. Way too much.
Yeah.
Like he built it because he wanted to be like a memorial in Toronto. Like for a year. Like after he's gone, he wants people to like
Wow, he's
You think
already
he is
thinking about
Prince?
that. Okay, so
yes, for Toronto, yes.
Uh-oh.
So with this album, my least favorite song on it is Started From the Bottom. And I feel like Started From the Bottom is where we start to get to like the Drake Future mix. And then
Yeah.
like, you know, he like gets into like the music that I'm not so into, like you know, like just like the I make money, like, you know, I don't know, whatever shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Worst song? I feel you on that. I think you do this album. You definitely do start to see glimpses of what he's gonna be like
Yeah.
in the years to come. Started from the bottom has it has a funny story for me. Jay and I was in the library, like only ones in the library, and Jalen goes, "Yo, Drake just dropped a song." I was like, "Man, I ain't trying to hear Drake's song right now, bro. Like, I'm waiting on the album. Like, I don't even want to hear this man." And he plays a song, and we was like, "Hold up, like this one's kind of fire."
We played it everywhere. We was playing it all day.
We was walking all over campus playing the song.
Y'all were. Everybody was.
Oh my goodness! But
I
like,
could not
sick of it.
stand it. I could not stand it the whole
Yeah.
time. I still can't stand
really?
it. Like,
Even from the
mhm.
beginning?
even when you first heard it,
Oh, wow. I'm sick
it
of
was-
it, too.
I don't
I can't
know.
listen to it now.
Oh, man.
And the
So
video
you
too,
don't
man.
like the music where it's just like, I got money, I got O's, blah, blah, blah.
I do, but I don't like it from Drake.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it because he's from Canada? Or
It might
is
have something to do with it.
But you know what? I feel you. I do like when he's in that confident, like when he's in his bag just rapping. I appreciate that, but sometimes it do be seeming like he'll try to like rap like somebody else, like
Yeah.
on what's that joint called? What's the joint with Future? What's the mixtape with Future? What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. There's a couple times it was like, oh, he's trying to rap like Future and do the same, you know, style. I'm like, bruh, I mean, I guess that's you, but it ain't.
That's one thing I have noticed, too. He, like, now he always, like, tries a new style or tries to rap like people. Like, he tries to rap like a British guy. I don't like that.
Look at that butt like tic-tac-toe, my man.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's interesting is that, like, I mean, he tops the charts all the time. So it's like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? I feel like if I was in that position, I would do the same thing. It's like, well, I mean, I already have this genre. I might as well just
Yeah.
hop on, like, collect
Nah,
some
that makes
money.
I
sense.
know I'm gonna win. He know he gonna win, regardless.
Mhm.
But
It's-
Jay, go ahead, bro.
Nah, what was you going to ask me?
Now, what was the worst song on the album for you?
Hold on, we're going home. I skipped it every time. It was just like, I could do without it.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but I think that I don't know the nostalgia that it brings. I think I enjoy that. So
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it too.
yeah.
Hey, that's yours.
Yeah, I just never. Even when it came out originally, I was just like, oh, this is one of those songs that it's gonna be on the radio every 10 seconds.
Is
Like,
that
you
is
can
honestly?
just tell when a song by Drake's is gonna be played over and over again, and you're just gonna.
Okay, so
not like it anymore.
if you didn't listen to the radio, would you have liked the song? If it was something that you just played like without.
Nah, because it was played everywhere, even when you was in the club. Like, it was just like ridiculous how much it was played. I was like, that's like Hotline Bling. I hate that song too.
I still rock a Hotline Bling, man.
I haven't listened to that song in so long, but there's this woman, I forget her name. I think it was Kiana Brown or something like that. And she did this cover of Hotline Bling. I have to send it to you because it is the most like beautiful rendition of that. Like I would play that YouTube like 1 minute, 30-second video over and over and over again.
Oh,
So
I
she's
have to
like
send it to
singing
you.
it.
Yeah, she's singing it.
I like covers.
Oh, I would listen to that. I just got bad memories of Hotline Bling. I don't like that song. It reminds me of a bad time in my life.
I know that's why I know why you don't like it.
Depressing time in my life.
I explained the song to Jalen.
I didn't get it. I just like, this song sucks. And then he explained it to me and I hated it even more.
I said, bro, don't that sound like something happening to you? he was like, man, shut up.
Oh, it'd be like that, you know. Game is
Yeah,
a game.
it was it's a horrible song. But yeah, anyways, next question.
Honestly, for me, the worst song was the Language. What's it called? Language.
The Language. I like that song. Yeah, that's a good one. That's one of my favorites.
I don't know, man. I want like
that's him just riding around the city type, like,
yeah.
you know.
So the thing was, I tried not to pick Start from the Bottom and Hold On, We'll Go Home, because, well, for one, I know those are radio hits, but I also know that at one point I liked those songs. They just got outplayed to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely know I skipped the Language. Like, if I skipped that song to get to whatever songs after that I really want to listen to, and I skip the Language.
I like the Language. Like the Language. It just reminds me of, like, you just see somebody, like, you speaking my language.
I have to look at the track list now. I'm like trying to see. But no, I think the Language was probably like my number, like it was definitely top 3 for me when I first listened to the album.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you say, what's your favorite on there?
Don't make me do it. I feel like I have to like go backwards.
That's fine.
Nah, you good.
No, but I feel like honestly, too much, because I love like slow rap music, like rap with like, you know, a nice like ballad in the middle. From Time, because same reason, honestly. And Janae Aiko, like just love her. Pisces, fellow Pisces. So, and then Worst Behavior. That
Ooh.
I loved that song.
Let's see if we can talk about those 3. Is there a specific reason why too much? Like, I mean, I know you say this the beat of the song, but any other reasons for that one? That's a heavy song.
It is. I'm trying to think about exactly what it says now.
That song makes me laugh.
It makes you laugh? Why?
Yeah,
I feel like it's so.
I have my favorite singer on it, Sampler. He always sounds like he got something hot in his mouth when he's singing. Like, you know, you eat so hot, you gotta try to blow it out, but it's in your mouth. Like, that's how he sings.
Jay, I'm starting to realize that you're just a contrarian.
Yeah.
Yo, I like Sanford when he's featured. I can't listen to a whole Sanford song per se, but he's really
the torture the man's going through. He got hot food in his mouth the whole song. Horrible.
I like how he sounded on Solange's album on Seat at the Table. Don't Touch My Head. A lot of people don't even realize it's him. You know what I'm saying? I like him on Too Much, 4422. Like, he always kills it when he's featured.
Yeah, I'm looking up the lyrics right now to see, like, do I actually really relate to this song?
But all right.
I really love.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I really love how he started off with just the done saying I'm done playing, because, like, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. Last time was on the outro. Stuck in one again. All right. This is a question though. When do you feel like is a wrong? When do you feel like you overthink situations?
All the time, honestly. I think it's hard not to, especially during coronavirus. Like, we have like literally like all this time just to sit and think, and like can't go out anywhere. Like, things close at like midnight. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've definitely stopped overthinking, because I realized that like people have their own opinions, and there's not much you can do to change them. Like, I was thinking about it last week, and I was thinking that, like, I don't really mind if people don't like me, but I mind if I don't have likable qualities. if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what people's opinions are of you, but are you doing things that like are just generally unlikable?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that like realizing that like yeah, just people's opinions belong to themselves is a really important part in the process of growth.
That's real. I think
Yeah.
that was part of what he was saying, and I mean, I think that's part of what he was trying to tell himself in the song, or like, I guess sometimes you can't even understand why somebody is feeling some type of way about you. It's like, bruh, I'm just living my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even fathom, but that's the one thing you really can't let people get you out of character. Like, that's the toughest part.
It's hard to like know someone doesn't like you, because sometimes like, well, for me at least, like I don't like when someone doesn't like me, because it's like, what I do? Like, I need you to explain to me so I know not to do it, or like know, like, but to know something about myself. But that's never the issue. That's never like, that's not plausible. You can't be like, oh, why don't you like me, man? Or like, it's not like a thing where you could just ask that person. So it's like, it will cause you to overthink, because then every time you do see that person, you're like, oh, what am I doing to make this, especially if you get to see that person on a daily basis.
That's the tough part, when you got to see the person all the time. But because I had situations like that in college. It was like, I don't know why this person don't rock with me, but see you pass by you almost every day. We used to say what's up, and now it's like, okay. But you know,
yeah, I think that's a lot. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just think that's a lot easier in adulthood, because like you don't have to see people anymore. Like you really make conscious choices to have people in your life now. So if somebody's stressing you out in your life, like you're putting yourself in that position. You need to take yourself out of that, you know?
Yo, that's what I really that's what I just realized about school. Like, I know a lot of younger people, I try to tell them like, look, half the stuff you're gonna be concerned about, it really don't matter. You in high school, like, it really don't. But looking at it from their vantage point, like, you gotta see these people 5 times a week.
Like, I see them every day.
You can't just even if you pick different friends, like, it's always crap.
You're gonna be in the building somewhere, and I'm gonna have to see you, smell you, like whatever.
You said smell you. I'm sick of your stank.
Oh man, but all right. So there's too much. From Time. Let's go to From Time. This is my favorite song on the album. Most definitely. I like you said, I love Jhené Aiko. I love the way she starts it out. It really left me with an interesting question. I've been thinking to myself, like, because she ends it with, you give, but you can't take love. And I'm like, how do you accept love? Like, what does that even look like?
Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of, I don't know. I just tweeted today. I was like, we need to stop making like gendered speech, because it just like, it takes away from the actual like human experience, the emotion. We say, oh, women just act like this. And it's like, okay, then like now we're getting mad because you're talking about women, but it's just people just act like this. Now we can look at the problem. But I feel like a lot of men sometimes don't know how to be loved, honestly, or accept love in a way. Like, yeah.
Well,
I agree.
Why do you think that?
I guess because of like past relationships, the way that I've tried to show love, like it hasn't worked. Like asking someone what they need and asking someone how I can help them, and then not getting really like any answers of like what I can do to like help you be less stressed. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that I understand that, because men in general, we've said it a bunch of times on this podcast, like men have a really hard time expressing themselves, especially to like people that they love.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's easier for them to express themselves to like random people, but they only have so many emotions. I don't know what it is. It's like how people, I don't know if it's like with the patriarchy, like men's taught not to cry and this and that. Like, they only have emotions of anger, happy, and sad, but their sadness turns to anger. So like, That makes a lot of sense to me. Like
Yeah,
a lot of men don't know how to be loved.
I think. Well, I think that really does come with uh, getting to know yourself. Like we kind of talked about this a couple episodes ago, but as someone who was like fully dedicated to a sport the way I was, like that never took the time to like reflect on why I had like felt a way about something, or what made me do this. I never really took the time to really understand who I was or what made me tick. And so, I mean, for a long time, I could never really appreciate, the things that, my wife did for me. It was kind of just like, I more appreciated like the commitment side of her, like her just, being there, but like small things that she did and stuff like that. I never knew how to really, I mean, of course I say thank you, but I never really knew how to like, show her a true appreciation for, what she did for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she says Drake says you give, but she said you give, but you can't take. And it's like, yeah, it's a lot easier to, do something nice for somebody. But I find it crazy that like, I didn't even realize there was another side to it, like for a long time. But I don't know, like Simone, how do you feel like you accept love from someone else?
Well, I learned about the love languages back in college. My senior year, my friend took a class. She told me about the book. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it.
I've heard about it. I need to read
I've heard
the book.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 different love languages. I forget exactly what they are, but I think that looking at that chart and realizing, like my top ways that I understand, like how I like to receive love, and then you have to look at it how you like to give love also. Because like for me, I would say like words of affirmation are important to me, but I feel like gift giving is more of like my way that I like give love. So I think that's one way that I've learned how to like. Yeah, like really like, I guess, understand what I need from someone.
Yeah.
Partners, friends, like parents, everything.
I took a survey on that. Like it was like a random online survey, like to find out like what your significant other can make you happy, and like what you do that makes it. The survey I took was really accurate. So like, I don't know if that had to do with the book, but that's what that just reminded me of just now. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, you have an online quiz, and it's probably like related at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another book I was reading from this pastor. There's something about being married, and I forgot the title. You know that pastor in Oklahoma? He's this black dude. Like the way he preach, he's always wearing like kind of street clothes. I don't know. My aunt got me the book since after we got married. My aunt sent me and Drew this book. So yeah, I read it, and that's where I learned about the love languages. I think my main one is touch, but like I probably do need to read that jump for real. Oh, hey, and our listeners, like if you know what yours is or whatever, let us know. Keep us informed.
What's your love language?
Yeah. But yeah, so that part of the song was great. It really had me thinking. And then the way Drake started, he said, I need to hear that shit. I hate when you're submissive, passive aggressive. When you text, I feel the distance. I was like,
I still remember like hearing it for the first time. Like,
like there's so many times. Like that passive aggressiveness is,
oh man,
boy,
it's tough.
When you text, I feel the distance. Like I was like, hold on, fam. That's how upset she is, yo. He's like,
a one-word text.
Oh,
a one-word text will ruin your day. Yeah. A one-word text. I'm like, why are you just saying one word? What's wrong with you? You can't explain yourself?
What's worse, though? One-word text or getting an essay?
I'd rather get an essay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, no, I don't know. Actually, from a woman's point of stance, I would say a one-word text would be worse.
Why you say that?
Because what we were just talking about, like men don't know how to communicate a lot of the time. So like if a man is sending you a whole paragraph, it's like, okay, this is probably something I need to read. Like maybe you're finally like, is this a breakthrough?
Okay, see,
I'm the paragraph guy. I send a paragraph. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you how I feel. I can't just be like yes, no, because then I'm thinking about it like, oh my, now I gotta say why I'm mad. Because if I don't say why I'm mad, I'm just gonna keep thinking more things of why I'm mad.
See, I am very much like I'll tell you how I feel in pieces, but like once I get this hurtful, I'm like, okay, okay, yeah, I hit you with the okay, and I probably won't respond till like 2 days later. But
2 days?
2 days? That's a long time. That's 48 hours.
Right.
That's 2
Amazon
whole
delivers
sleeps.
packages in that time. I could order a package and it could arrive at my house by the time you text me back.
This was back then. I'm married now. I can't even avoid my wife if I wanted to. She live in the same house. It's not possible anymore. Oh man. But back then, honestly, I would rather get a one-word text than an essay. At
I'd be freaking out.
From a woman, I'd rather get a one-word text. Mostly because I'm not a fan of texting in general. So if I know you done with texting me, then I'm like, bet I could do something else.
Oh my god.
No, I see, like, because no.
The essay, I was like, the essay is like, damn, I gotta read this whole thing.
My god. You're not even addressing the issue.
You're causing, like, I don't know, okay. Once that one word text sends, that's just like, it's like an exponential curve to like anger. Like if you don't respond in a minute, that anger doubles and then like you're just setting yourself up for like.
My thing is, all right, if I get the one word text, I'll probably call you. But what I'm not gonna do.
I was about to say, you gotta follow that up with a phone call. You can't just say.
Yeah, but if you don't answer, if you don't answer, I tried. Like I tried, and I guess.
Wait, what if you call back like a minute later? You're just not answering.
No.
Tried.
If she called, okay. yeah. No, I get that. You know, sometimes we on different fields, but like, you know, I'd rather, you know, if you get the one word answer, all right, maybe I'll try in the morning. Well, maybe I'm like, maybe she just need to cool off, but I would much rather get that than like, because those essays is like, by the time you finish reading, it's like, I gotta go back and read this again because I don't even know.
Gotta take notes on the side. Like, right. Okay, so this was it connects to, okay.
Ain't nothing worse than getting a essay, and then when you're in the middle of reading the essay, you get another one, and then you gotta start all over. You gotta find your place again. I hate that. That's the worst.
Simone, Jay and I was at a party one year, and my wife emailed me. This was like we are.
You're in trouble. That means she went down to a computer. She needed a full keyboard. Oh Lord.
She emailed me. I went to the corner of the room, like balled up, trying to read this email. And I was like, hey bro, I would just go back to the room. I'm sorry.
I have an assignment that I didn't finish.
Oh, too funny. All right. Now I love this song. I got one more part from this song. That man Drake talked about using his mom's debit to buy some Michael Kors for a girl. I don't know if y'all peeped that joint in the second verse where he was just going through all the exes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever made any crazy purchases for a significant other? Have you?
Me, no, I keep my money close. I
Explain a crazy purchase.
Say you really don't have it. Say you really don't have the money, but for some reason you just feel like you buy this, like you got
Oh, nah. I ain't never
Okay.
did that before. I was about to say, I was like, what's a crazy purchase? What we need to determine what's a crazy purchase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've done anything crazy as taking my mother's debit card to buy a girl some Michael Kors. I wish on everything, if I had a son, if he ever did that to me, oh my God, I slapped the light skin off. Oh, your mic, Simone, your mic.
Fuck. Okay, I said, but Michael Kors, like, I mean, okay, no offense, but I would rather, like, if you took a girl out to a date, I could understand that, but to buy her a purse, like, I feel like I would be like,
Yeah, like
I thought I raised you better. Like,
That's nuts.
it's Michael Kors. It's not even like it's high end. Like, you get that at a Walmart, not Walmart. You get that at a
Outlet store.
you get that in Sears.
Mm.
You get that at Outlet. It's Michael Kors. It's not expensive. I got a Michael Kors wallet. I got like $40. It ain't expensive. It's still a debit card. And he was on a show. He
She
had his own
probably
money.
that's probably not his fault though. That's probably her fault. She probably didn't know. She probably really thought Michael Kors was like.
I mean, it was honestly, if we're being serious, like, it was back then. It was the thing to have, like,
Yeah,
you know, I was
they
like,
did make a
back
big
then.
deal of Michael
I think
Kors.
about it.
Man,
now we need B words. We're not going to say what word that is, but you know.
oh yeah,
All right. I figured that.
yeah, we don't do those.
I don't want to
on this
hear. No, we don't
podcast.
want to talk about. We don't want to talk about.
We already talked about it a little bit a while ago. I don't want to
Honestly,
talk about it.
the only purses that I actually like are Kate Spade. Like, I don't know why. I just like really like their timeless. Like, so if you were gonna buy me anything, like, just anybody who's listening.
R.I.P.
Fellas, you hear this? My wife like Kate Spade too. Well, you know my wife. I don't know why I say my wife. Drew like Kate Spade too.
You know, honestly, I was like, maybe he just doesn't mention her name on the podcast. So
we
tried
tried.
that in the
We tried.
beginning, but
We tried bleeping it out.
putting a bleep in the editing process was blowing my ear out.
Yeah, so we just said
it was hurting my ears. I had to take my headphones off. It's like the bleep sound is just so much louder than you would imagine. And then you gotta lower it, but if you forget to lower it, then you gotta take your headphones off and your ears are basically bleeding. It's horrible. So I was like, just say it. Just if you say her name, it's fine.
I'm sure she enjoys the shout out. Hey Drew.
Hey
how
Drew,
you
how
doing,
are you?
girl? Man. All right. Worst behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why worst behavior, Simone?
Because it was college. I was single. It was time. Like, it was, you know, it was time to be on your, it was literally time to be on your worst behavior. I don't know. I feel like that is like the perfect like pregame song. It is like, we are going out and we are doing what we came to do. And I don't know what we came to do, but we're doing it, you know, it's just, let's get hyped. Let's, you know, it gets the people going.
The Watch the Throne reference. Yo, worst behavior was definitely played before our football games, even though we was trash. It didn't really help us.
We was trash for 3 years, not every year. We was
3 out of the
1
4.
year.
3 out of the 4.
Come on, man. Put some respect on my bench riding ability.
I'm not going to talk
Honestly,
about it.
the bench was a fun place to be.
It sure was, you know.
I was on the bench, you know, sometimes.
Sometimes you got to hand out water.
Chat out with the homies.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? I was
front row seats. It's like,
yo, you get too comfortable on the bench. You're like, damn, they're putting me in the game.
yeah.
It's a lot less stressful than being on the field. It is a lot less stressful.
It's like, damn, I gotta play now. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't even wear the right shoes.
My mom still has my sneakers. Like,
yeah.
Yo, stupid. I can't.
Oh my god.
Bench was fun. You could shit talk and not get in trouble.
I know. Like they ain't let me shit talk on the field, bro. All right, I
I
ain't gonna
shit
get
talk
into it.
all the time.
But
Anyways,
yo, one thing I loved about Worst Behavior was the music video. It really makes me wish I want to make a music video one day, put my pops in it, like just put him in it, like rapping, like I'm sure that was dope. It felt like
I forgot that.
a gift. Like,
I don't remember the video, honestly.
I don't remember
know
either.
if I
Yo,
saw it.
his father in a pimp suit, like 8 buttons down, with like 3 pimps behind him in pink blazers. Like
I see the visual. I
he's
really
just
do.
like, dude, love this. He's just this old dude, just like flaying his arms around. I was like, yo, I rocks with it. That man
With his mustache.
right, that mustache, crazy.
I want to grow a mustache. I might grow a mustache.
You want something that thick?
Yeah. I want a mustache. It's a big, thick mustache. Get coffee in it, donuts in it. Have donuts to save some donuts for later, you know.
Need like 5 napkins.
I want to have a mustache so big when I talk, you can't see my mouth move. It's like, you know, in the cartoons when the guys
you just see the mustache go up
you just
and
see the
down.
mustache moving.
Goals.
There's no hype behind mustaches anymore. Like, you know, for women though. You know?
Oh yeah, women only like
on our
beards.
side, like, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got a beard, because the missus loves my beard. I'd go baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this beard, man. It's a struggle right now, but it is growing in due to the throne. Shout out to the throne and they beard oil, beard butter. They don't sponsor us no more. So this is free. This is free. Free advertisement. Yeah, man. Simone, you know that's you remember Brittany Bryant from
Mm-hmm. She played basketball also, right?
Yeah, that's her mother's brand. The throne.
Oh, nice.
They do like beard oil and stuff. So shout out to them.
Nice.
Appreciate y'all for the slow growth. Slow growth. Man, Worst Behavior was a heck of a song though. I'm
looking at the lyrics right now. I'm just like, I don't know. It just gets me hype. Like
it's just like the ultimate like diss on your haters, like.
Yeah.
Fucking never loved us.
It's like I'm gonna go out and show my ass, and I don't care. I care about y'all.
Y'all ain't like me
go
anyway.
Show my ass, not care. Exactly.
They ain't like me.
He says, "I can be Serena."
That's just a mindset.
I could beat Serena when she's playing with her left. That's a big claim right there.
That's a big claim because I've seen Serena hit with her left. It ain't no joke.
But also, this is the first time that I've ever actually looked up these lyrics, and I didn't realize. I thought it said I could be Serena when she's playing with her left, but I could beat Serena when she's playing with her left. Like that's total, even worse. I don't know.
That's total confidence, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like confident Drake. What he just don't he just coming out talking his shit?
Yeah, like Western Road flows. I mean, I know some of y'all ain't like Views, but Views is one of my favorites. Like, Western Road flow, like when he really just going in, like most successful rapper 35 and under, like just let it be known.
Is that the one when he's singing the whole time? He's like singing all the lyrics?
Nah.
That's the next song. That's the next song. You're right. Nah, that's not the intro. Anyways.
I do like that Drake though. Sorry. Jay, what's your favorite?
My favorite Drake song or favorite song
from the album?
From the album? My favorite has to be. Let's go back real quick. Look at it. I can't. For some reason, I can't remember. It has to be either Own It or Pound Cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Own It?
Cause I just like the hook when he's like, niggas talk more than bitches these days, and then he just like, I'm just gonna leave it for a minute. I'm like,
let that sink in.
I let that sink in. I was like, ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Granted, I mean, you shouldn't be like saying that. Like,
why shouldn't he?
I'm like, bitches these days, like not all women be talking. They do like they don't be like. I'm guessing I understand what he's saying, like the reference, but it's like still like But I just think it'd be like it's true. Like dudes really be just talking about you, gossiping and shit for no reason.
It's very prophetic. Like
Yeah,
I think at that time you ain't even really like realize what was happening, and it's like nowadays it's like, oh wow, he
That
wasn't
was
lying.
like, yeah, that was the first time we had heard something like that, you know?
yeah. It's like because it's like people always say women be gossiping this and that, but it's like nah, niggas be gossiping too. They just do it in a different way. Just be hating. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I just like that line just always gets me. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, and especially, and then when he say, "Who can get the pussy quicker these days?" and it's like, I think one of the most like noble things a brother can do is like keep his like business to himself, like with a woman or whoever he with, like.
Yeah.
Like keeping that, one of the most noble things you can do really is just be like, hey bro, I ain't gonna talk about that, bro. Like that's my business. But there's a lot of dudes out here. Yeah, bro, I hate that. Like I ain't need to know, bro.
Yeah. I need to know all your business. I need to know what you do at night.
Like I guess you wanted your props.
Yeah.
But I mean, do better with your life.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a big thing.
Yeah. I mean,
we put women on pedestals, like very high pedestal. I mean, I guess if someone's able to, have sex with a woman, it's like cool. But it's like the older you get, it's just like it's not like the greatest thing you could do with your life.
Yeah. it's not like the best thing you could do with a woman. Sometimes conversation is way better.
Yeah.
Sometimes, sometimes just like going for a walk and talking is better. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, you done learned something.
Yeah. Sometimes you learn something. If you never talk to them again, sometimes you learn something you never forget.
Damn.
I agree. I feel like that that's more of a friendship.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of men and women should be friends more often and expect nothing. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like that's very rare.
It is
women friends.
It is rare. Yeah.
I'm more comfortable around women than I am with my male friends. Like I've always been like that. Like even when I had all guy friends and not that many like women friends, like I was never like fully comfortable. Until I was like hanging out with girls for some reason. It's just like once I was like hanging out with women, I was like, oh, all right, cool. Like
yeah, no, I think women are fun to hang out with. I think for me growing up, it was easier to hang around boys because I had a brother, an older brother, and then I had all boy cousins. So that was what I was used to like growing up. So it was a very unique experience. And like I remember like going into kindergarten and having like only boyfriends, and then I had to like my mom had to like tell me like, oh, like you need to make friends with girls. I'm like, for what? Like
yeah.
But I definitely appreciate my female friends now. Definitely.
Yeah.
Same for me.
I have some female friends. Well, now that I'm married, I spend a lot more time around women in general. Like all of these friends come to the house like very often. I'm just like the husband, just walking around the house. But I think it's good to have the balance though. Like I do have like female friends, but then like sometimes I just need to like talk shit with the homies. Like I gotta say some wild stuff that I just don't think they'll get.
Okay, so like what can't women hear? Like what is it?
It's just stuff that like your boys won't really question.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, bruh, I feel you.
You know, I don't even want to probe you because I feel like it's stuff I don't even want. I really don't.
Nah. I'll bring up an example. I don't even know. I'm not trying to get trouble, but I don't even know if Jay may feel me. But I talked to one of my boys about this. So we had my wife and I threw a like a family dinner at our house. Like I was grilling. I grilled like some steak. I grilled chicken. And honestly, grilling is like a lot of work. You know, some like if you're going back and forth all day. It was a great time. But the next day, you know, my wife tells me, she's like, you know, my mom thought that was really nice. She said we should do that once a month. And I said, once a month? Like, what you mean? And she was like, what's wrong with once a month? And in my head, I'm thinking like, I gotta get on this grill. Like, what's a month? And then, you know, for a while, my wife was looking at me crazy, like, why don't you want your family here? But then, like, I told him, man, he's like, bruh, I see what you say.
That's a lot. Nah, cooking on a grill once a month is a lot.
That's a lot. But it's like, just like stuff like that, that's like, oh, she may not get it.
Yeah, just some things you could talk to. Some things you could talk to, like with women. Some things women can talk to with their friends, like their women friends, and then some things men can talk to their man friends about. Like it's just like hard to explain, but like there's some things you just like feel more comfortable expressing with like your male friends. I can't like really. It's like something like it's like not explainable. It's not like to be like locker room talk. Yeah, essentially it is, but like it's like it's essentially is, but like it's like some things like it's other stuff too. It's not just that.
I think that makes sense, and also you have to know what friends you need to talk to about certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like some friends aren't the right. They don't have the right output for your input.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially now. Since I'm married, like I can't really talk to single people about marriage stuff. Like it logically don't make sense. But some people, that's like the one piece of advice every married person say. Like, don't be asking your friend who ain't married. Don't tell them about your marriage. That don't make no sense. They really do. Like you got to find the right people for the right thing. So I feel y'all on that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, how we get into this?
We're talking about own it.
Own it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, couple more rapid questions. This is a Drake. Simone Drake is one of our three kings. We have Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole. Those are our three kings of hip hop.
Okay.
The big three.
So this is the Drake album. So you can pull your phone out for this. Where would you like to hear J. Cole or Kendrick in the album?
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. All right.
That's a hard one.
It is.
That's really hard. Okay, because first of all, I already, gonna say it again. Don't really listen to music like that. Second of all, I can't listen to Kendrick Lamar because I don't like his voice.
Oh,
very interesting take. The Pulitzer Prize winner. I respect it. You know what? I respect that. His voice is like
not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Like it's part rasp. He's changes it sometimes. He got his animation. So I can feel you. This now. So where would you put Cole? If you would like to hear Cole in this.
Man, I just think this album's so perfect. I'm like
okay, all right. No, I ask you this then. Who's your favorite artist right now?
My favorite artist right now, I would have to probably say Megan.
Okay.
Where would Megan Thee Stallion be in this album?
Worst behavior, of course. Come on.
That's literally the first thing that came to my mind too.
Imagine if she did a worst behavior remix.
She just said,
Niggas never loved us. It just be niggas. Niggas never loved us.
ah. Yeah, hit that.
Oh man.
I mean, okay, so where would you guys want to hear J. Cole and Kendrick on here?
Okay.
This was a hard one for me.
I was kind of looking at the language a little bit
for
J. Cole, but I don't know.
I think J. Cole would sound dope on Come Through. Well, I'm looking at the deluxe. I'm looking at the deluxe version. I think J. Cole would sound dope on Come Through. I hate how that song switches beat at the end, by the way. I wish
That's
he
my
did.
favorite part.
You like that part?
Mm-hmm.
I like that part.
Really? I wish he kept that same beat. I wish he did
long?
one more verse on that joint. Man, I like the original beat, but I respect it. I respect it.
It was too short, but I do really enjoy the breakdown.
All right. I need one more verse and then a breakdown. So I would like to put Cole Come Through. First half would Come Through. And Kendrick. I might put Kendrick on Wu-Tang Forever. Yeah, Wu-Tang Forever.
I forgot about that one. That's my favorite song.
Especially with that machine gun rap for all my niggas in the back. Stadium packed. I rap the whole thing. Go ahead, Jay.
I put Kendrick on All Me.
Oh, with Big Sean?
Yeah.
That's unity. That's unity right there.
I was feeling like you shouldn't really touch it because it's so heavy already. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, some songs.
Would you take out if you had to take one of the artists out of that song?
Well, 2 Chainz can't go anywhere, so you gotta leave 2 Chainz.
You really can't,
yeah.
You would replace
maybe Big Sean. Yeah,
I
Big Sean goes in. Yeah, Big Sean goes in. I like the other version, the bonus version when Big Sean has that extra. No, when Drake has the extra verse on it.
Hey, I say take Drake out that bitch. Put Kendrick in there. Just put Drake on the hook.
Nah, I agree. Put Kendrick on Wu-Tang Forever, and then you could put Cole on maybe Connect.
Okay.
Well, that's just a wild guess.
That's a little. I think that's real slow for Cole, but I mean Cole can rap on anything, so.
Yeah, that was a random guess. I couldn't find anything for Cole for this one.
All right, well, where we putting Lil B?
Oh, every week we find a place to put Lil B.
Yeah, we find a place
album.
to put Lil B.
We kind of like Lil B. We'll get him on the podcast one day. He ain't doing nothing. Put him on 305 to My City.
Don't say the same thing. Put him at the hook. Let him say that.
I get it. I did it. Yeah, I did it. Let's put him he does that part.
Yeah.
305 to My City made me think of the City Girls for some reason. I felt like he was thinking about just like a girl that just trapped him.
Is 305 Miami zip code?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll never forget that. I was playing football. I was in a game, and I was like, "Nigga, I'm from 301." The nigga said 305. I said, "Where that?" I looked it up. I don't want no problems with that.
You got it.
It's all good.
World is a wild place.
Whoa, my goodness! I'm going there for Thanksgiving. By the way,
Be safe.
I'm going to Fort Myers. My brother. Am I saying all this information? I got family down there.
He works for.
I got family down there, and we're gonna play golf the next day, so I'm excited about that.
Be safe.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, by the way, because this is dropping next week. So
on Monday. Yeah. So
Simone, what you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm just going to my parents' house. It's just gonna be me, my brother, and my dad, and we're chilling. Yeah, doing a Zoom call for the greater family.
Yeah,
just chilling with the fam.
Yeah, I'm actually my family, cause we're going to Florida for the in-laws. For my family, we having like a Thanksgiving dinner like on Sunday. So I got like 2 Thanksgiving dinners. So I need to work out for sure.
Mhm.
Jay, what you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm doing the same thing I always do. Go to my grandma's, then go to the missus family house. Because my grandma, they cook mad early. The missus, she cooks they cook at dinner time. So I have lunch and then I have dinner. So that's how I do it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about house hopping on Thanksgiving is like you gotta what they call like you gotta stay balanced. Like, like
Well,
I'm a real eater, so I I don't want to get the itis in one house and then go
yeah.
to another and be like, nah, I can't have none.
The
They get
good
upset.
thing though about going to the missus house is they only live down the street, so it's not like I'm not gonna be close to home if I get sleepy.
Yeah,
I could basically walk home
yeah.
if I'm that tired.
I never forget one year like my stomach like it felt like a rock. I ate so much. I never like I never wanted that feeling ever again. Like I tried to walk it off. Like
Sometimes I can't eat on Thanksgiving.
it was a
Sometimes I just
rock.
don't feel like eating.
It's a lot of
Honestly,
pressure.
it's a light eating day for me too.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I used to really go in and like have 2 plates, but like I don't know, after college, I just kind of like I'm just here for like to taste a little bit of everything, you
Yeah.
know.
There's an expectation. Like the Lindsay boys have an expectation. Me, my brother, it's like no matter what house we go to, like, oh, the Lindsay boys are here. Y'all better bring the food out. And you know what? I feel like I gotta meet it, but the older I get, I'm like, bro, do better. Like every year I gotta tell myself, like, do better, bro.
They used to always give me the leg of the turkey. And then it got to a point where I was like, I don't even like turkey legs no more. Why are you always saving me the leg? It's too
Bro,
much.
who
We ain't at
really
Disney
do like
World.
turkey? Who really likes turkey?
Yeah,
There's no good reason for turkey at Thanksgiving.
You know, it was funny because
my girl's family don't even make it.
yeah,
Makes sense.
my in-laws, you know, they was like,
It's nasty.
should we make a
It's
turkey?
dry.
I was gonna say no, but I don't know. For some reason, I was hyping him up. It's like my brother. I was like, yeah, bro, get the turkey, just so he could like. I just want to see
Get
him
the
carve
20
it.
pounder. Fry it up.
I just want to see him carve it up. That's like a man thing. Like that's when you know you like the man of the house now. You carve the turkey.
Okay, have you
Oh,
ever had fried turkey? I've heard
Yes.
that's better
I've had-
than like just the baked turkey, but I've never tried it.
My father
I've
fries
had
turkey
it fried.
every year since he's learned it. He
But
fried
I've
turkey.
had it fried the Haitian way.
It's a Haitian.
The
It's
Haitian
a
way.
specific Haitian way.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess, well, every time my ex-girlfriend was Haitian. So every time we go on Thanksgiving, they have turkey, but it was never like the traditional. It was always fried. And it was like cut up already. So I guess they cut it up and fry it. But it's pretty good. That's the only way I've ever had it. Like,
It's
other than-
definitely.
I never had it fried, like put in that big old thing. And if it's not thawed out, it shoots up in the sky.
It don't
never
just
had that
shoot up
before.
in the sky. Like shit explodes if you don't thaw it out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people's
I knew
basement, people's garages.
I've seen videos.
I've seen them joints crazy.
It's crazy.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
But
Apparently that's like a big cause of death also. So
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, be
All right,
careful.
y'all. Hey, thaw your turkey out. Y'all know what it is. Well, all right, let's take it to the register. Simone, you have any final thoughts on oh wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay. We didn't get the pound cake. Did you want to talk about pound cake?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Simone, do you want to any final thoughts on the podcast or the album?
Well, I want to ask you guys a question. So I feel like a lot of what Drake talks about is relationships, and nothing was the same. There was a lot of like women mentioned in there, and I'm sure that everybody has one. So what is your like nothing was the same relationship, or like what was like a pinnacle moment where nothing was the same in your relationship since like you and Drew, are still together.
That was the pinnacle moment.
Are you talking about like our current relationships or like past relationships?
Well, I guess like so the question is like when did your mindset change about relationships to lead you to your current thought process about relationships in general?
Okay. I can go first.
Yeah,
I'll go
ahead,
first.
bro.
My whole thought process changed my senior year of college. Like when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and I'm with my girlfriend now. But that period of time that I was single, it was like the first time I've been single since I was like 16, 17 years old. So I like really learned like to discover myself. So like after that moment, it's like I really like learned to like know what I liked, and like I learned like what to do to make sure I knew how to make the person I'm with happy, but without like changing my own character by being myself. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it's like I guess that would be the nothing was the same. I learned how to be better because I reflected on like what I've done wrong in my relationship, and I like reflected on like what was done to me that I didn't like, and it's like once you figure out like what you don't like and what you did wrong that wasn't something you did wrong, you didn't realize you was doing it, and you work on that stuff for yourself, not for anyone else, but for yourself. I think that was my moment. I want to say.
I would say it was pretty much the same year, like 2016. I know we talked about this a couple of episodes ago, but 2016 was a pivotal year, relationship wise. That year, I broke up with Drew. I know I didn't tell her if he was about. I broke up with Drew, and honestly, internally, I was just going through it. Like I was very like I was doing a lot of things out of character. You know what I'm saying? That I guess when I was with her, I just didn't do. Like I just knew. I was doing a lot of things out of character. I guess it was really at that point I knew like, yo, I think I know like I know who I want to be with. You know, that's what I realized who I wanted to be with. But the sad part is like I had to hurt somebody else to do that. And you know, I guess part of me I'm always like feel a little bad that like, you know, when going through the process of figuring out that yeah, she the one, somebody else got hurt in the process. And it was tragic. It was tragic. But I'm like I'm a better man because of it, and I always feel like, you know, I'm better.
That's tough.
I'm better.
How hard was it like being honest with that other person? Like
yeah, it was messed up. Okay, it was messed up because the day I broke up with her, we just graduated from school. We was in 2 different states, so we met halfway and like kicked it with her that day. And this whole day, I'm just sitting there like, this ain't it. Like, I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, this ain't it. I get home. My mom picks me up from the train station. She like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know, man. I know what I need to do though. So I got home, phone call. I got the whole and like phone call over, give myself like 2 hours listening to Stevie Wonder, and I called Drew. Like that quickly, but like the next day I was gonna break up with you anyways and all that stuff. It was actually
well,
tough.
I did it first.
Yeah, it was actually. Hey, it was tough because like I should have done it earlier, face to face. I tried to do it earlier, but I feared for my life. Like,
Fair enough.
I thought I was gonna get like knocked out. I thought I was gonna get knocked out. I'm like, I had a plan to like just run. And
It is a scary moment.
yeah, I shouldn't have. I really should have like manned up at that point for real. But it was that me like leaving that train station. I was like, nothing was the same since then. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, I've never broken up with someone like in person.
Wait,
It's
in
hard.
person?
Ever.
Yo,
Neither
that's
have I.
it's hard, yo.
It's
That
okay.
to anybody that's broken up with somebody in person, more respect to you.
I don't could not do it.
That is hard. That is not. It's not an easy feat.
It's not. It's not. Like even on the phone is like it's tough, but it's a lot easier when you know you ain't gotta look that person in the eye.
I remember that day. That day was hilarious.
Which one?
The day you broke up with Drew.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I did that on the phone.
It's not funny. It's not funny that he did it. It's just like what happened after.
What happened after was funny because I was very emotional, don't get me wrong. I realized that day that I had booked flights to go see her on Valentine's Day, like way in advance. So I get up to the dorm and I'm like, oh snap, I had tickets. I had plane tickets. So I go that day, cancel the tickets. Like, why did I just cancel these tickets?
Yeah, that was bad.
I actually ended up still going to see it not Valentine's Day. It was spring break. I still used
Valentine's Day.
Nah. Valentine's Day it was cold as hell. We was in the dorm, but like I still ended up going
That
to
day
see
was
it.
hilarious. The man, I've never seen this man cry before. He comes to the table, like, it's over. And he just starts crying. We're like, what is going on? I guess it's over. And like nobody knew how to react. And then he just got up and left. He was there for 2 seconds. I don't even know why he came. He should just stayed where he was in our room. He should have stayed in our room.
I was hungry, nigga.
He didn't eat.
That's because it got awkward real fast, bro.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm glad everything worked out.
thank you for asking that question. You know, I feel like I get more and more details about that every episode. Kept
oh
it
my
vague.
god! Wow.
What about? Oh, I guess. What about?
My nothing was the same relationship.
Yeah,
that's the hard part about asking a good question is that you got to answer yourself.
I was just about to say that. What about you?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna give like the political answer. I feel like after every relationship, nothing was the same. But like, I do kind of feel like that. But I think that like I was dating this guy for a while after college, and it was like one of those situationships where we're like kind of playing around with each other. And then after that ended, I was like devastated. And then that was when things changed for me because I was realizing like the whole issue was that we just weren't communicating with each other. And we really weren't like taking like, I don't know, we weren't taking each other seriously. And then I realized I have to be like more serious about like what I want and what I need and really like hone in on like people that provide that, like, and not like be scared of like starting another relationship or, you know, things like that. Kind of like trust your gut. Yeah. And I don't know, I've learned to like live life a little bit more like in the moment and like understand that moment's past. But yeah.
Did you hit him with that passive aggressive text?
I probably hit him like back then. Yeah, I'm not passive aggressive anymore. I'm just like, yo, this is what I want. Like very like I feel this way because you did, and I need this. Like basically, but yeah, no, that was a different time. Yeah.
Growth is a beautiful thing. Like when I used to like think back on those times I just talked about and like still stress over it in my body. Like, but it's like when you've like really grown and can look back and be like, that situation made me who I am or helped me become who I am. It's like, it's all good. It's cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a long path and it's all about growth. Like nothing will be the same, you know?
Indeed. Jay, any final thoughts?
On the album?
The album, the podcast,
On the podcast?
today's
Oh,
episode.
great time. I had a good time. It was nice meeting you, Simone.
It was nice to meet you also.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys want to be on the show, you know, we'll figure out a date and like, yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, for
We
real, yeah.
we honestly we was talking about we could do a 3-part, like first me and then Jay and then us
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I'm
We
down.
gonna be
I'm
all
definitely
up in
down.
there. We're gonna be all up in there, all up on that show.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, this album, it's the best. This is Drake's best album, y'all. You heard me. Oh, you take care, lovers. Y'all got my number. We can have this debate. But Simone, thank you for being on.
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
me. I really enjoyed my time here.
Oh,
Anytime, you know, like if there's a Megan album, if there's a Cardi album, you know.
look, you have the schedule, and
Yeah,
if you
right.
ever see an album you like, just hit us up.
Just
Oh, I
hit us
will.
up.
I will.
You a No Clearance Podcast alumni now.
Yeah.
For sure. Everybody,
Yeah.
please go listen to Simone's podcast. Nice to meet you. Or is NTMY.
Yeah, NTMY podcast on Twitter and Instagram. It's just a podcast where I like talk to people that I've met in my life, friends, strangers, family sometimes, and just sit down with it for an hour with them and just have like a conversation. I do panel episodes, follow up with some people, and yeah, you'll see these guys soon on the episode. So definitely check it out.
Indeed.
Yes.
This is a No Clearance Podcast. Thank you all for listening.
Yep.
Black women, we love you. Especially. And happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy
Peace.
Thanksgiving.